You think you know Dana Perino, the poised political commentator. The former White House press secretary, the sharp, witty voice on television commanding attention with every word. But what most people don't realize is that behind the camera lights, behind the carefully curated public image, lies a personal life that surprises even those who think they know her best. And when it comes to her husband, the truth is something that makes you stop, blink, and maybe even gasp. Because this is a story of love, partnership, and choices that defy expectation in a world where privacy is rare and assumptions are rampant. Dana has always been a figure defined by discipline and precision. Every appearance, every carefully worded statement, every segment on national television reflects a career built on timing, intelligence, and unflinching focus. But that career demanded sacrifices, long hours, intense scrutiny, and a life where public perception often eclipsed personal reality. In a world where privacy is a luxury few can afford, the person she chooses to share her life with becomes not just a companion, but a sanctuary. Enter her husband. Few know much about him because Dana has been deliberate in keeping her private life out of the spotlight. But behind that quiet exterior lies a man who is every bit a partner, confidant, and grounding presence. He is the calm to her intensity, the anchor in a life defined by deadlines and scrutiny. Their relationship isn't about spectacle or status. It's about understanding, trust, and a shared rhythm that allows Dana to navigate the demands of public life without losing herself. And that is why seeing him even in passing photos has fans pausing and reassessing everything they assumed about her personal world. Their story is not the kind of whirlwind romance that dominates headlines. It's quieter, more deliberate. A relationship built on shared values, mutual respect, and the understanding that love thrives in stability rather than chaos. For someone like Dana, whose life is constantly dissected, the choice of a partner isn't just about companionship. It's about creating a private space where authenticity can exist, free from scrutiny. And in that space, her husband plays a role that is both subtle and profound. Protector, supporter, and co-architect of a life lived intentionally. Yet the tension between public life and private life has always been a challenge. Being married to someone in the public eye is rarely simple. Every appearance, every comment, every photograph is dissected, analyzed, and scrutinized. Many couples crack under the pressure, but Dana and her husband have navigated it with remarkable grace. They maintain boundaries, protect their home, and prioritize their bond over public expectation. Demonstrating that love in the spotlight doesn't have to be performative, can be deeply real. What makes their partnership even more fascinating is the contrast it presents to Dana's public persona. On air, she is razor-sharp, commanding, and precise, often in the middle of heated debates or political storms. At home with her husband, she is human, vulnerable, balanced. There are no scripts, no cameras, no need to perform. This duality is what surprises so many people. The same woman who projects confidence and control on television finds equilibrium, comfort, and even softness in her private life, anchored by a husband who compliments her in ways words alone cannot capture. Over the years, Dana's husband has remained largely out of public discussion, which only adds to the intrigue. Unlike many in similar positions, she hasn't allowed curiosity or media speculation to define him. Instead, she has carefully curated a life where he is both present and protected. Their love story is not about grandeur or social spectacle. It is about choice, respect, and quiet partnership. In a culture obsessed with visibility that is revolutionary in its own way, the more you learn about their life together, the more remarkable it becomes. From shared projects and personal milestones to moments of vulnerability only known to each other. Their marriage represents a blend of love and strategy. It is a partnership that withstands the pressures of public attention and professional demands, proving that intentional relationships, those built on foundation rather than perception, can flourish even under scrutiny. Ultimately, seeing Dana Perino's husband is more than just a curiosity, it's a revelation. It reminds us that public figures are more than the roles they play. the commentary they provide, or the personas we admire on screen. They are people who navigate love, partnership, and life with the same complexities, challenges, and choices as the rest of us. And in Dana's case, the surprise is not just who her husband is, but what he represents: stability, understanding, and a life intentionally lived outside the glare of public judgment. In the end, their story is quietly inspiring. It's about choosing love deliberately, protecting intimacy fiercely, and crafting a personal world that nurtures growth, resilience, and happiness. Dana Perino's husband may not dominate headlines, but his presence defines her life in ways more profound than any public accolade ever could. And that is why when you see him, you can't help but gasp, not because of who he is alone, but because of what their partnership reveals about the power of love, privacy, and intentional living.